What's up, guys? Welcome back to Let's Play Basara 2! So I realized that throughout all of Hideyoshi's campaign, I never equipped him with any items, so we're going to do that right now on screen, so you guys can see the items I'm going to equip him with. In general, I've equipped him with all the ones that either give him stat or health increases, or just at a very high level from having used them before. And this may seem lazy. I mean, I know there are quite a few other items in the game, and later games in the series would actually introduce a shop where you can buy more of these items, similar to what I'm showing off in Extella, but because this game is in Japanese, I'm sure there are formulas out there for the different items and what they do. If you guys have any preferences or suggestions, please let me know. But in general, I try to just stick to the ones that I know work, instead of trying to figure out all the translations for what they do and everything. When we get to Basara 3, though, which is in English, spoilers, I'll be able to actually give an optimal setup based on being able to read what every single one of them does and go for the most ideal setup based on that. But ultimately, I don't think they make a huge bit of difference. Really, the thing about a lot of these, and in a lot of action games in general, modern ones especially, is they have this sort of gradual progression system to make you feel rewarded for the continual grind. And that's especially effective in these Musou games because you really need to see the reward for, you know, collecting all the coins and beating up all the guys. So being able to gradually get stronger and stronger and fight tougher enemies and just having something else to unlock, some extra goodies to unlock, is always something nice. So and then just having preferences for how you want to customize your character in terms of abilities, and mainly passive abilities and traits. And you'll see that actually done very well in Fate Extella during that Let's Play, where we see, you know, certain items give us a resistance to certain elements. They give us additional healing, things like that. And the passive abilities we can equip are things like instant death on generic units, certain efficiency with a preferred element. And I want to say that a lot of the ones in Basara are the same way. It's a lot of passive abilities like that, but again, I just went for the ones that increased our strength, increased our health, things like that. Pretty basic stuff. I'm really okay with that. So, moving on to the second to last fight for Hideyoshi, now that he's even stronger than he was before thanks to all those items. One thing I have to say is that Hideyoshi's Basara gauge is actually pretty small. It fills up pretty quick, which is nice. But also, I never really get to use his other gauge, the Fury Drive gauge or whatever it's called. I actually don't know what it's called in this game because this game is untranslated. So I'm actually going to be taking a shortcut up here up to where we're supposed to be meeting up with Akachi Mitsuhide, where the yellow X is there. At that section of the map is where we're going to be intercepting him. And I just broke through those shielded enemies there. And I'm not letting this guy and his bomb take us out. We're going to pick him up and we're going to throw him at back at the other enemies. We'll show them to use bombs against us. So, yeah, we fought that enemy type with the shield a little bit earlier. I think we fought them twice. Usually getting through those shields is difficult, but it rewards you with a shortcut if you're willing to go through the grind of breaking through them gradually, just chipping away at them. I went ahead with the setup I'm going to have for Hideyoshi for the end of the game. I added his last secondary attack, which is the Fury of Punches, which we get to see that in the anime against, or in Judge End when he fights Ieyasu at the beginning. But that's a whole nother tangent for another day, because we will go into great detail about that anime and why we don't like it. But yeah, the attack is pretty powerful, as all Hideyoshi's attacks are. Not my absolute favorite, but I think it goes well with the tornado spin attack that I equipped from earlier. I like that one quite a bit, and it lets me kind of utilize that for groups of enemies, and then for a single large enemy or an enemy I need to deal a lot of damage to, I can use the Fury of Punches for that, and the area of effect on it is pretty great as well. So if I come up to a boss, I'll be able to use that and whittle away at their health pretty quickly. So we'll have to test that on the biggest snake in all the Sengoku era, Akachi Mitsuhide, which is who we're fighting today. So we've fought Akachi Mitsuhide a few times in the previous game. I haven't fought him so much here. We've only fought him once before alongside Nobunaga in Keiji's campaign. So we're going to be stopping him today because, as we all know, in history it was Akachi Mitsuhide who is responsible for the death of Nobunaga. Now, Akachi Mitsuhide, in the context of Basara, has to be the least realistic and most over-exaggerated portrayal of their historical figure out of any character. He's already down to half health, surprisingly. I think that's what happens if we intercept him here early, is you saw that brief cutscene where all of our troops get to sort of flood in here. So he's on the run, he's already hurting, so this is going to be a laughably quick fight because we're basically fighting him and he's already at half health, and we're just going to punch him to death. Let this be the end of ones who lack strength, as Hideyoshi would say. So, yeah, like I said, this is going to be laughably easy. But yeah, Akachi Mitsuhide, he's been portrayed in many other works and is nothing like he is in Basara. Oh, that had to hurt. Yep, that's the end of him. I love how we just are like literally twice as tall as our regular foot soldiers if you look at where they come up to the top of their heads there.